I'm going to speak about another famous rabbi from Turkey, from the Gatinyo family, which we've actually concentrated on over the last few days, a few videos of the great rabbis from this rabbinic family. Rabbi Eliyokim Gatinyo. I think he was born in English year 1725. He passed away on the 25th of January in the year 1795. We're talking about 230 years ago here from the time of recording. I'm recording this today because we've recorded about several members of his family from the rabbinic family in of itself. Now, born in 1725, passed away in 1795. He lived about 70 years of age. He'd gone to become a Diane, as we call it, a judge. He was a Parshan, and he was a Posek in Izmir, one of the great halachic rulers. He would render different Jewish laws inside Izmir, Turkey, which was, like, let's say, the main center across the world when it came to Torah study, respectively. He was actually born in Izmir. He was, and at that point in time, it was part of the Ottoman Empire. Turkey was. He came from very great rabbinic sources, including Rabbi Yehuda Ashkenazi, Rabbi Moshe Amarillo, and Rabbi Shlomo Amarillo. We're going to speak about that in due course in the coming minutes. And his father happened to be a great rabbi, Rabbi Yitzchak Gatinyo Harishon. There was actually, I think, two or maybe even more Rabbi Yitzchaks, really, really great rabbis. His son will also be Rabbi Yitzchak, name him Rabbi Yitzchak after his father, and his son will be known as Rabbi Yitzchak Gatinyo Hasheni, respectively. So really great rabbinic family. Let's explore a few of the highlights of the famous rabbi's life. So as we said before, his father was Harishon, Rabbi Yitzchak Gatinyo, and grew up in Torah, let's just say, and received, let's say, abundance praise from many of the people that was there. Actually, quoting Wikipedia at the moment, they say in apostrophes, Shigidlo Torah minakot v'arbe l'shavech oto. They say about him, Adoni Avi, Zichrono Zalah, Chelek m'ma'asav atovim, b'tzati merachem ami, nafsho yota l'hamideni, he's woke day and night, just was awake. He's working his brain when it came to the Torah. At sheb'machalat Hashem alav igati Hashem levarek akotev mechodeshei Torah kefruach sheniftach cho einav. Like it would just study, toil in Torah until, let's just say, the brilliance will emerge. With regards to, I think it was in. Famously, there was a very big fire, huge fire in Izmir. I think this was in the month of Tammuz, which it happens to be now. In Hey Tavkuf Bet, it happened to be. A huge fire came around in Izmir in Turkey and burnt, unfortunately, many of the synagogues, the Beit Midrashes, and it's reported over there were no books to study anymore at that stage in time. This fire really had a devastating effect, and we've spoken about this on various occasions before. So there was no Torah, let's just say, no books to learn Torah over there. So I believe the family, Rabbi Eliyokim, also with his parents, would travel, I believe, quite a far distance to Kushta, I think Istanbul, which wasn't nearby at that point in time, in order to learn Torah over there. Rabbi Eliyokim there was great rabbi over there, Rabbi Shlomo Amarillo. So he would learn under his auspices Torah, and I think from his relative, another great rabbi, Rabbi Moshe Amarillo, who was the author of the Torah colossal book called the Davar Moshe. And Rabbi Eliyokim over there and his family would, I believe, stay for 20 months in Istanbul over there. It was very difficult over there. There was poverty, obviously after the fire. A lot of people were suffering. There was hunger, but still would toil in Torah non-stop. And eventually, I think after the 20-month window period, would actually return to Izmir. Now, eventually, so the whole family would. Once he returned to Izmir, he would go to learn under the auspices of another great rabbi we've spoken about on various occasions before, Rabbi Yehuda Ashkenazi. And all the great rabbis of Turkey over there, he would be in connection with over there. And I believe he'd be appointed to become a judge, together with Rabbi David Bechar Abulafia. Remember the Abulafia rabbinic family, the dynasty we've spoken about on various occasions before. So I recommend everyone to look at that video we recorded. Now, his son, Rabbi Yitzchak Gatinyo, was the author of a very famous book called the Bet Yisachak, which was a book on the Rambam, on Maimonides, respectively. He passed away in Izmir himself in the year Tavkuf Nun Hey. He passed away in Izmir. He did. Now, let's explore some of his Torah works. He was a great author of Torah books, including the Agura Be'ahalach. This is a Shelot Shuvot, question and answers book, on various different Chidushim, teachings of halacha, and which is mentioned very much in the Rabbeinu Torah. Among the great rabbis of Turkey would actually bring this book about. It was a book that would bring about various different teshuvot, answers with regards to writings of the Radbaz, respectively. Rab Avram HaKohen Mitzvat, really, really great rabbi. Another one of his books was called the Yitzchak Yarnen. Now, this was printed in Thessaloniki in Greece in the year Taf Kuf Mem Vav. This was Chidushim and Pilpolim, let's say, in-depth study on the Seder of the Mishnah Torah of the Rambam. Another one of his great books was the To'afot Ra'am. This is now, unlike the previous book, which was printed in Thessaloniki in Greece, this was printed in his town, Izmir, in the city Izmir, Tafkuf Nun Zayin. It was a Perush on, let's say, the Perushim of the Ram, on the Perush of Rashi of the Torah. I think it was printed and later printing in Jerusalem in the Taf Shin Pei Bet. And then another one. הגעתו לגיליון ספר פרשת דרכים שלא נתפסו מכתב ידו באלול ה' תשס"ח. This was through חברת Abad Shalom. Remember Abad Shalom? We also did a video on their publishing house over there, I think, of Rabbi Yaakov Hillel, the great rabbi, who's got a famous publishing house and published so many great books from great rabbonim over the yester year. Another one of his writings, Chidushim leMesachet Gittin. Now, I believe this was unfortunately burnt, if I'm not mistaken. It was Ketav Yad. It was a manuscript which was burned, I think, in this very, very large fire in Tishrei Heitaf Reish Vav. So he was a great rabbi of his time. He was, we've spoken about today, about the famous Rabbi Eliyokim Gatinyo from the rabbinic dynasty of the Gatinyo family. He passed away 230 years ago from time, recording just over that. Actually, it was reported over to be the 25th of January of that year, and was one of the great Turkish rabbis, without doubt, in Jewish history. So I recommend everyone to learn more about him. Now, friends, we're a community. Yeah, so that's very interesting. We actually just spoke about Rabbi Yitzchak Gatinyo, who passed away in the 1800. I believe that's his son. His son, Rabbi Yitzchak Gatinyo, happened to have been the rabbi, most notably of Rabbi Chaim Pelagi and other great rabbis, Rabbi Chaim Yehuda Eliezer, Rabbi Rachamim Abraham Ariash, really, really great rabbis his son was. Rabbi Yitzchak Gatinyo would actually publish various great books also, including the Bet Yisachek. This was printed in Thessaloniki in the year Tav Kuf Nun Bet. That was Chidushim on the Rambam. The Beit Moed, which is also printed in Thessaloniki in Greece, on Mesachet Moed Katan, Mesachet Makot. This is various different teachings on the Rambam. His son's book was. And I think another one, Migion L'Simcha, this was printed in Thessaloniki. It was Perushim on the Hilchot Smachot of the great Rabbi Merotenberg, Maram Merotenberg, as we've spoken about before. And he passed away, his son did, according to one opinion in the 1800, according to another opinion in the year 1803. And his son was really a great rabbi that would really, let's just say, follow in his father's footsteps as one of the great rabbis of Izmir. Remember, at that point in time, it was part of the Ottoman Empire the country was in, and it was probably the main place, Torah place, of learning across the entire globe. At that stage in time, Turkey was over there. So that's very, very interesting. Now, friends, we're a community here. We are learning about the famous rabbis of yesteryear, mostly about the Oriental rabbis, especially from various countries like Turkey, let's say from North African countries, Morocco, Tunisia especially. We're exploring about Yemen, Iran, Iraq. Not only online encyclopedias there are on English over here. Now, I've got a few requests from you. The first thing is, please subscribe to this channel. We're a community here. We love learning about the great rabbis of yesteryear. Help us grow. We're nearing a staggering 7,000 subscribers, which is a phenomenal achievement. That's the first thing I want to say. Second of all, if you feel anyone's interested in watching any of these videos, share these videos also to other people so they can enjoy and be part of our community. Now, if guys over here, if you descend from any famous rabbis and you've checked my playlist and I haven't included them in yet, any of these great rabbis of yesteryear, please let me know more information. Send me a comment, and hopefully maybe we'll do some research and record a video on the great Chachamim that you request us to record on. We're a community here. We don't just on this channel speak about the great rabbis of yesteryear. We also do videos on the Parshat HaShavua, the weekly Torah portion. We travel Israel. We do a lot of sightseeing on this channel, different biblical parts of Israel, different synagogues of Israel. We try and explore. And another special thing that we're doing in this series is we record with a different top rabbi in Israel every single day. We try and get a Torah or Jewish personality that it gives inspiration. Every single day we try and have. That's another project we're doing. We also speak on current topics through a Torah lens, a Jewish lens over here. We are a channel full of Jewish pride. We love Israel, we defend Israel, we embrace Israel and embrace Judaism and there's no community like ours, friends. We toured, especially on this channel, around Jerusalem, many of different, especially ultra-Orthodox areas, different famous sites. We also tour around Bet Shemesh a lot, been to all different parts of Bet Shemesh. Hopefully we can make our travellings all over the country. We do a lot of short clips also with inspiration. So once again, I'm asking everyone, please subscribe to the channel, and it's just worth it. We are on a lot of members. And another thing I'm doing on this channel is every single day we actually do a tidbit on the daily page of the Talmud, of the Daf Yomi. Every single day we're recording daily tidbit on it. And one of the beauties about this channel is that we go to a different place every single time we do a Daf Yomi video, a Talmud tidbit video. We could film it somewhere in Bet Shemesh, either in my apartment sometimes, could do it somewhere with a nice view, in a different city, everywhere we go to. So there's no community like our ones, friends. So wishing you all a fantastic day, and subscribe and enjoy and watch this space for more videos. Thanks very much for watching, everyone. Thank you.